Okay, last video. So slide 10, as you get to that, I've measured and it's 2.1. Hopefully you can see, by now you should have had enough practice at drawing these. I've drawn one going in parallel through the focal point, straight through the centre. 1.7 compared to 2.1 means it is diminished for the size. The attitude is it is inverted compared to the object. The location is after the lens, and the type is real because real light rays converge and meet to make it. Okay, so my mirror one, slightly trickier now, so hopefully what you can see is that the mirror is actually no longer parallel to the object, so it's at an angle. So I'm going to add some colour just to make life a bit easier for you. Now I can send 2 rays from the top and they reflect, but again my normal line is always at 90 degrees to the actual surface of the mirror. So let's make sure that's lined up nicely. There's that reflected ray. Here is this reflected ray. And so those ones backtrack. The eye assumes that that reflected ray has travelled from a straight line. So this one forms a virtual ray behind the mirror that way, and this one this way. And where they meet, here is where the top of the image must be. And then with my bottom, I do exactly the same. I send that one in there, it bounces off. Sorry, the pencil means you can't see that so well. Let's see if I can do a bit underneath. There, that one bounces there. And this one here travels in, angle of incidence, gets reflected by the same angle, bounces off. This one, the reflected ray, our eye assumes it's come from a straight line, and so we backtrack here. And this one, our eye assumes that this line has come from a straight line as well, and so we assume and we imagine there's a virtual ray there, and the virtual rays meet here, so that must be the bottom. Okay, and so my image here is exactly the same length. It's 2.1. It's 2.1. So I know size-wise, again, it's the same size because it's a plane mirror. Think about it, when you look inside of a mirror, the objects all appear to be the same size they were. A for attitude, it's upright again, because the top is still at the top and the bottom is still at the bottom, even though it's obviously at an angle. But if I tilt this so that feels straight to, you should hopefully see that that's upright. The location is behind the mirror, and the type is virtual because not real light goes into the mirror. That's a virtual ray that we assume where it has come from. So hopefully that makes sense to you there.